Previously on Raiders of the Serpent Sea, the time loop that bound our heroes in a cursed cycle has finally been put behind them, and with it, the winds of fate stir once more. Aboard the legendary ship, the party sailed from the island of the slain, uncertain what awaited them beyond the veil of time. But their course was set to the Keeper's Island, a frozen land ruled by a mysterious frost giant and guarded by ancient magic. There, secrets were unearthed. Zisa, haunted by fragments of her forgotten past, stood face to face with the truth of her exile, and the banishment rune etched into her very being. To prove their worth and earn the Keeper's aid, the party ventured into the lair of a white dragon long since gone, seeking a necklace buried in its icy hoard. But guardians still stirred. In the cold depths, the constructs awakened, and a brutal battle erupted. Spells flew, ice shattered, and in a cinematic moment, Zisa cast a spell that turned the tide. And then, with the Keeper's help, through fire and frost, she emerged reborn, no longer a phantom of the past, but a Valkyrie restored. But now what lies ahead in the Serpent Seas? The journey continues. Alright, so we are back. We are on the seas once more. We are getting very, very close to a place called Whispering Cove, where Boxler, your Fey friend that you picked up, has described this place as her home. You also are aware that in theory there is a lair of a black dragon here somewhere to be found. You or at least know some of that. You also know there are a couple more dragons at other locations that the Keeper did fill you in on. We've got a little bit of sort of prep to do here. First of all, before we actually approach Whispering Cove, we have obviously crew actions are back as being a thing, and we are moving on with that. We've not got that many to choose from here, but what three NPCs do you want to take as your crew for this this section of the adventure is going to be the question as you're entering Whispering Cove.
So we know that the shipwright doesn't really have an active crew action. His is more passive.
It is more passive. Yeah. He has, if you can supply him with a boatload of gold, he has the tools and the wherewithal with time to upgrade certain weapons.
Which I think Rauda just did, right?
Yeah, he's upgrading my. Oh, that means I'm without my axe.
This is a question to ask you. No. Yeah. Are you going to go down that route now, or are you going to hold off? It will always be a case of what time do you do it. But yeah, there will be a period.
I've still got my normal great axe, so yeah, I'll just use that one for
my
the
backup.
time. Yeah. She has so many axes. Honestly, she has like 4 hand axes, another great axe.
Yeah, and it's got to be worth it for the amount of gold it's going to cost, but it's also it becomes an extra plus, an extra damage. It's going to be worth it in the long run. So Runar has been busy working on this. Yeah,
Runar, that's his name. Sorry.
Yes, that's okay. Yeah, so he has been busy maintaining the trinkets and the bits that make the magical version of this ship run. He keeps the oars running as well, but he has been working on upgrading the axe as well, the great axe, as this is all going on. But yeah, you do. I think you have a choice between kind of 5-ish different folks that you can pick for your crew actions. You're going on the land. You're visiting Boxler's people, the Fae. There may be a lair of a dragon. Who or what do you want to try and use amongst that group is going to be the question.
I guess obviously Boxler should go with us, right?
Yeah, she has quite a nice ability as well.
Yes, yeah. Fair enough. Boxler is an easy sell. I'll put her in the slot. That's no problem. What about some of the others?
Back. I don't think his thing is as good at this level as it was back in today.
Yeah. Some of them have aged, I must admit. Yeah.
I mean, he can give us advantage on the next attack, so there's that. But At the same time, yeah, his Warhammer attack that costs 2 to use is only a D8.
He's looking thing.
Yeah.
But then like you said, some of them are more useful than others in the long run. So yeah, whether you covet the idea of having advantage on an attack, that's definitely something to think about. Obviously,
We don't have Madresh ananymore, do we?
No,
tentacled.
you Sophie's choice that one, and you decided keeping the. I blame you guys, not me. That you wanted to keep Skuld for her abilities over Madresh. So,
I
mean, also for
gonna blame Seb because it's his Lutan clan member, and he should have been more responsible for it.
That is true. But he is the shortest serving Lutan clan leader ever. So, you know, how much do you want to put into that? So, but yes,
It's the Liz Truss in Lutan.
Oh wow, it's a deep cut. It's a deep cut and an English cut of that.
So the rest of these are kind of like attacky, right?
Skull's got a bit of healing.
Skull's got a bit of healing. Yeah, she has a little bit of versatility. Skyar, the Valkyrie, he can add a 2d6 radiant damage attack, and someone suffers disadvantage on the next attack roll. But it's not a saber suck either, because apparently they still take half damage even if they pass. So
yes, yeah, they will take half damage, but they obviously don't. You don't gain the benefit of them having disadvantage on the attack and things like that if they fail.
On the next attack roll. So it's Sky.
Sorry, Jerome. Sorry.
Skuld and Skyar then?
It's not a bad. The Valkyries is not a bad set. You could go that route.
Or I'm wondering if instead of Skyard, I like Skuld for the healing, but instead of Skyard, maybe we bring Blythe.
Yeah. It's another.
Is Blythe a given, or is he like we have to choose to bring him?
No, he's not a given now. No, he is. He is B team level right now. So yes, you do have to choose to bring that part of the crew. So what are you thinking? Skulls are given. That by the sound of what you were saying, but
yeah.
So it's between
Skull's a given.
Blythe and
Boxler's a given. Yeah.
Between Blythe and this one will be the last of your choices.
Blythe has more versatility. He can grant advantage on the next attack, and also he can make it harder for enemies to hit people by giving them half cover with the Wall of Fur.
It's strong. It's definitely strong.
Yeah, but we only have so many points to spend per round.
That is true. That is true. Oh, the choices.
Oh, how many actions? Sorry, it's right there. What calls one correction to attack, 2 corrections to do the hunter's target. What is Wall of Fur, 1 or 2?
Bear with me. I cannot recall. 1 sec. Let me just double check. It depends where it is in the list, because that will tell me.
It's 3rd on the list of his. But it could also just be alphabetical, so I don't know, because it is alphabetical order.
I think that was 2. I think that was a 2. I'll put that back in as a 2, but we might reevaluate that. I can't remember when I did the math back in the day. But
Skyard also doesn't have a number next in Fate.
Sorry, yes. Yeah, they are both 1s. I've just literally made it so that they were simple one cost actions.
Yeah, that Skyard one is very affordable then.
Yes, but you can only ever use it once a round because you can never repeat. But yes, it is cheap at least. Oh.
I mean, if we took Skyar, then we could afford, because we get 4 per round, right? We could afford 1 of each option.
For sure.
Every round.
1 from Skyard, 1 from Boxler, 1 from
2 from Skuld.
2 from Skuld, which both cost 1. I guess that maths out well. We could trust Blythe to watch the boat for us.
For sure. We can definitely go that way. Okay, we'll remember our final slots there, as we've got our set for now on that one. So yeah, we are sailing our ways closer to this place. I'll bring you through to where Whispering Cove is. We've been on the seas for another couple of days, I believe, in total. So you should all be rested up as well, and make sure that you're all at full on that one. And
still Ghost Caesar.
Your Ghost Caesar in here. No, we can. I found where that was in the token there, so I can get rid of that easily. She is no longer that. But yes, you are getting closer here. You can long rest away everything. Make sure that you're back to what you should be on this one. But so as your ship drifts into a narrow ford flanked by towering cliffs, the air is cold and thick with mist. The wind whistles the wind whistles between the rock faces, and the wind you hear voices, whispers, broken and strange, echoing through the time itself. And Frida is feeling the tiller on the ship pulling oddly as you are getting closer. The seas are getting rougher, and there's something very strange going on as you're getting closer to the actual coast of this spot at the moment. What we need to do is we need to see if we can bring the ship in as well as possible here in under slightly rough seas, etc. on that one. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a group check to see how this is going to play out. I'm just going to have you three roll for it rather than your captain is busy with keeping the tiller overall. But we're going to go for a wisdom survival, and we're going to see how that's going to go in a moment. Right, so let's go for that. And the DC was a 15. Let's see how you guys are going to do as a group. Trying to keep the ship in order before things kick out.
Oh no!
Oh, that's a hot. Oh!
Oh God!
Someone's bringing it back.
Oh my God!
I don't know where this is going to land now.
Wow!
Oh, that was so close. Blokey is trying to keep things together as this is going on, but unfortunately, yes, as Frida is distracted trying to maintain the ship, you hear the screeching grinding of rocks against the side of your new ship, and the boat will be taking damage here. Let's see if I've got this right. Here we go. Bear with me.
Oh no!
So yes, the side of the ship will be not ripped to pieces, but badly damaged, taking 62 points of damage to the hull on that side. Your new ship.
Is there no way to negate that or lessen that with magic fuckery?
Serpent can also change the weather.
Can change the weather. That is true, but there is more magical stuff going on, and he's drunk because he's not here in this moment. If you can sell me on something, Zisa, I would be interested in hearing what you have. You can see that maybe we're at the point where the ship you can hear the rock starting to grind against the side of the hull.
Yeah.
Something is happening. What is she trying to
Something's
negate?
happening.
Yeah. What's going on in the moment?
Zisa wants to make this as easy to do as possible, and since it's getting a little choppy, how about we just do some control water?
Oh, nice.
I don't know why it rolled for that. That must be for something else. But this is gonna be for basically a redirect flow, which I can do. I can cause the flow of water in an area to move in a direction I choose.
Mm-hmm.
And then the water continues to move in that direction until the spell ends, or I choose a different direction. So basically, what I want to do is, like, if I can see any of these rocks, I just want to direct the flow of water, like, in a way that kind of like we zigzag in between them.
Yeah,
so that this is the whole reason why she took this. Well, half the reason why she took this spell was to make sure that if in case water gets too rough, that she could do something about it.
Yeah, no, I like it. So I think what you can do is, I think this can bring your survival check up, in that you can get advantage on that. So I think you can re-roll your survival check and see if that advantage can even out. I don't think you have to go by much, but you need to get something like a 15 to negate what's going on. But so no, unfortunately, in the moments, it's I think the way it plays out, Zisu, is that you notice just a fraction too late, and you can already hear the grinding and the jolt, and you're put off balance when you're attempting to control the water to try and even this out. But the way we'll play this is that having seen this damage occur and having this magic up, you're able to help bring the ship in a little easier for the rest of this this sort of section here, as you slowly but surely manage to make your way up the coast a little bit further to where there seems to be some sort of a little landing up ahead. There is high cliff tops that there seems to be like a meandering way up. I'm assuming you guys are going to, as you have the power of it, you can pack the ship up. Literally have Runar recall the ship, and it turns back into the miniature version. You're set there on the side, and Runar sort of is grumbling away as he's like with delicate little tools is examining the side of the ship and working out on and is touting quite a lot about the damage, and he says, this will take me a little while, and he's literally working on it with little tweezers and bits on the side of it on the side of this unit. But I'll keep working on it. It's not too bad. She's made of sturdy stuff, but the hulls can take a few hits like that, but not many. I'll have her back in working order within time. She's still usable, at least. He's all set on that one. As you guys are sort of prepping yourselves and sort of bringing yourselves together and preparing to climb up the cliffs and towards the forests beyond, a strange sight will come into view up above. But if you can all give me a perception check, I want to see which one of you picks out what actually goes on. Oh, Browder's going to know on that one. Zeus is pretty good as well. But you're all pretty on the balls on that one. So what happens is, let me find his little image here. A strange little creature, a really small young one, is seen floating on a what you can only describe as a giant yellow balloon thing that he is holding onto, and he is sort of smiling and sort of he waves a little bit as he's sort of floating over the canopy, a fair few feet above everything that so a fair distance from you all, but you spot this child literally floating on a balloon that he's holding onto, and he sort of waves down in your sort of general direction for a moment as you're sort of looking at that, and you sort of take that in.
How far away is this?
You've got a few hundred feet of cliff, so it's a little dot, but it's enough that you can tell that there is something there. And then you watch a beast come out of the canopy and just literally this little kid is gone in the moment.
Oh.
And then that and then
is that the black dragon, or is that something else?
It looked like a winged creature in the moment. You have seen these before. I will give you that. You've seen land versions of these when you fought against the giants up in the north. These look like winged versions of the same thing. Very strange, but it really catches you off guard, and in quicker than a flash and in the moment, this kid's gone, and this creature is just gone into the canopy and has just disappeared into the thing. So he is, instantly gone.
How does Boxler react to that?
There is stunned shock on her face as this is going on, and she says something along the lines of, "I don't think I knew that little one, but did I just see what I saw?" And she's just like in a bit of shock right now, and she says, "Oh no, it's been a long time, but maybe what on earth is going on?" And yeah, she's very eager to get to where we need to get to the town. What on earth is going on? And she is definitely panicked and not understanding everything that is going on. Do you ask her anything, or how do you want to play this in the moment?
Are such predators common on your home island here?
No, not in my time. No, I've never seen something like that before. Oh, and she's just really, really, really shocked. She's like, we'd be like cannon fodder for things like that. They would just eat us alive.
We've seen these creatures before. Do we know anything about how they hunt? Do they go in packs? Are they lone wolf type creatures?
That is a good point. You don't know.
Do they have any weaknesses?
You don't know that much. You know the last time you saw them, it was in packs. There was groups of them, and they were coming up from the seas and making their way. An air version of that same thing. You don't know vast amounts, but I don't know if you knew any sort of downsides of these beasties at that point on that one, but they didn't seem to do bad in the cold, because they seemed to cope with that, as far as you remember from where you fought them. Other than that, no, not much more to go on at this point, but they were definitely helping the hill giants and the giants when they were fighting back in the day when you last fought them. Boxer's like, this way, and she's moving you up towards the into the shoreline and up towards the hills as you make your way a little further on. You don't get too far into the woods before you get to a small sort of hidden glade, would be the best way of putting it. There's a few stones surrounding an old, long cold fire. It seems, a long time ago would have been used as a camp of some description. You can make me a group perception check. I want to see who gets the highest for this one.
Oh, we're doing...
All right, Blokey. That was your old perception for the previous one.
Yes.
So Blokey, you are the highest here. You are the only one in as this is all going on and people are starting to move through anyway. You find a wooden comb, sort of half buried in the soil by this camp. It's a very worn handle, and in the handle of the comb there is a marking of that's carved with an L symbol.
I will show it to Boxler and ask, is this a symbol you're familiar with? Is this ring any bells?
Yeah, I mean, she's still in shock a little bit at that one, but she seems a bit confused as to what you're asking for in the moment. She's like, some have been here before. I don't know, but please, quickly. But she's just trying to move you on. But is there anything else you do in the moments here, or are you following suit?
I'll just pocket the comb and I'll ask her again when she's
less
not
panicked.
Traumatized by a child dying.
Fair enough. On that one, You guys will continue on into the forest, and it doesn't take you too long to be hearing in the not so far distance in that you hear high-pitched screams pierce the forest as you cross a mossy hill. You see tiny figures like Boxler under attack by these black-scaled worms, lindworms. Their sort of homes are starting to burn, and there seems to be a roar of chaos going on in the interim as we enter their town in the moments, and it is all go as these three creatures seems to be harassing and terrorizing the little folk as this is going on. There's going to be no time for much, so I'm going to just bring you guys all into some initiative with these guys. Let me add the lindworms as well. I'll roll for the bad guys. And I'll roll for the people we're missing. Oh dear, someone rolled low.
4-1.
I think Balder did on that front. On that one, he did not do pretty good. And Zisa is in. Okay, right. So let's change the music up and go for something a little bit more.
Look, you've been going first a lot.
Yeah, why am I rolling? I think it's because I started saying I'm going to roll really badly today, and now I've been great.
No.
I'm assuming that Frida would have done her inspiring right?
At this point, that's kind of a given.
A power of friendship.
Yeah.
13.
I think it was 13. We'll certainly go with that.
We would have long rested on the boat, wouldn't we?
Absolutely. Make sure you're all
I'm not.
Except for me, I'm still technically concentrating on control water. Not that there's any water around here to control, but I'm guessing we got here within like 10 minutes, like pretty quickly, right?
It's been pretty quick since the small death of a child, and you came running up here at pace. So yes,
not that I could use any of that to my advantage right now, but
fair enough. Okay, so obviously this is a little bit wishy-washy in that it is not a battle map as such, but bear in mind, some of these distances are a little bit to be played with, but we will go for beginning with Bloki, and it is going to be your turn first as you come up with these things. It looks like the lindworms are preparing to eat another couple of these mushroom folk, and you are first in the turn order.
Let's psychic glance it immediately because I've seen this thing one chomp these guys before, so let's try and kill it as quickly as possible.
Fair enough, no problem. I cannot see it. 1 second. Okay, so it's got to make an intelligence saving throw. You're going for the one at the front. Let's see how it's going to do. And it rolls a big old 7. So it is no good. I can apply what's going on there.
It's incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Okay, that's all good. So remind me as the lindworms come up. So Bloki, you fire that out and start the process there on that one. Is he moving around or anything else on his turn? Bonuses?
So is it kind of like the little ones are in the middle of these like
so the way it's kind of, they're sort of in the street, if that makes sense here. I'll put them on the run, and then these things are sort of darting in and out of the trees, coming in for their attacks. So you've caught one on the top of the roof, of say, as an example for that at the moment. But they're just screaming and running and looking all round panicked.
Yeah, I'm gonna call for them to take cover. That we'll handle this. So hopefully that we can distract the lizards to go for us rather than them.
That's fair enough. What I will do is I will roll one of them in as well into the turn order, and then we can see when they can get to act. I think that's a fair way of pulling that off. So bear with me. I will see if I can click one of these and add him in. There we go. Where are they going to come in the turn order? And mid-table. Okay, so not too bad on that front. Okay, right. Let's move on to the first of the Lindworms.
I think I'm going to do a bonus. I think I'm going to use Boxler's Fey Favor and give it to Raldor to use for when it comes to her turn.
That sounds
so
good.
So she can add whatever the hell she wants to add to it and all that. Just so it's there.
That makes sense. No problem. Okay, yeah. So Blokey is use the crew action up. Lindworm, we have this one over here. It is going to attempt to eat one of these guys. Let's see how it's going to do. And multi-attack, and it's going to attempt to claw. Let's see how it's going to do. An 18 for 20, so it will definitely hit for the first one. And then it will try to bite with the second. 28 for 29. And so here it is, officially eaten the first guy. He is gone. Another mushroom guy is gone. And it's running after the next one, but it is not in a position to carry on. Right, Frida, what do we reckon? Frida is going to be smiting, isn't she? I'd imagine. So, what do we reckon? Runs in to try and protect. Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah.
And then targets up, and then we will see how she's going to do with the. Is it the great sword she uses most, or the mace?
Oh, the mace.
Mace. Okay.
Yeah, she might try to use the mace to do the thing where it knocks it away too.
Yep. No, she can definitely do a bit of that as well. So she will hit with the first one there. That is definitely all good. Is there any reason she would save the smites? I'll save the smites for now. We will do. I'm assuming she's 3 attacks at this point. I'll at least go for 2.
Pretty sure 2.
Yeah, it's 2.
It's 2. Okay, fair enough. So this is another 16 on top, and I think we will go for a smite on the top of that. Must be somewhere on her sheet for smiting. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Where is it hidden? Divine Smite. Here we go. Let's see. Do a low level one for now. So another 9 damage on top there. Right, that will get rid of Frida's turn, and then Zisa, you're next in the turn order.
Okay, Zisa is going to kind of brush her hands over the jeweled bracelet she has, which is actually the ring of the frost giant, because it's too big to be a thing. And she's going to use I think 4, if I remember correctly, because it takes like all of the
she's going
all
big.
of the things. Yeah, so all 4 charges to cast Wall of Ice. She's gonna make a dome, and she's gonna put it over the remaining little folk to try to protect them from these dragons. So
awesome.
Hang on, I need to.
Yeah, I wouldn't have you. You don't need to draw it out, but yeah, certainly do. At least give me the main info.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good.
I don't need concentration on this because of the wording of the ring. I don't need it to consume a spell slot because it's the Spend 4 uses. Oh, sorry. Consume item use is what I need. Yes. So I'm doing that. No uses of frost available for required. Did I not get it back, or how do I recharge that?
It must have been that it didn't get recharged on the thing. You would have had time, so it's just probably that we haven't re-rolled it. So I'm happy that you just have bear in mind that it's happened then, and
okay.
And so we've got a shield around the ones. Yeah,
it's a 10-foot radius, so the ones that are there are just encased in a dome of ice.
Yeah, no, I like it as the lindworms are sort of making their way there, blocked from the initial. Right. Yeah. Next on the lindworm.
I might want to. Yeah, I might want to do a crew thing.
That makes sense.
The one that was eaten was eaten, right? It's gone.
Yeah, one's a goner, yeah.
Okay. Then how about we use Skyar's Skyward Strike and make the dragon the worm that is approaching next, make that do a Constitution save. So it'll be this one down here.
Okay. So we want to do a con save. It is real good at those for some reason. Yes.
Okay, so then so that doesn't work, but it still takes 2d8 in half radiant damage.
Okay. Incoming.
So 5
radiant
damage.
It's still something.
Yeah.
Keeps that going. No problem.
And Azisa will maintain her distance as she is known to do.
That makes sense. Okay, so yes, this lindworm, change of tact. Obviously, seeing that its initial prey has been covered for a moment here, Frida would be the most obvious choice as a start point here. So I will bring it over to attempt to. See what it's going to do. So let's see. 1 claw attack. Let's see how it's going to do.
Is that the one that was incapacitated? Sorry.
No, sorry. We haven't got to that one yet. Loki's one is still hanging.
Okay, that's fine.
No, so yeah, not yet. So 29 will definitely hit. So she will take all of that, and then it will go for the. Claw bite, I think is the way it will go. A natural 1, that's going to be nothing. And then finally, attempt of a bite. Just misses with a 19. Frida is holding her own against these things in the moment. That one is done. Rowder, round to you.
I will. Bonus action, raid.
That makes sense.
Remember, you have the wink as well. The box.
I do have the wink. So as part of that rage, I can move 20 feet. So, oh no, the rule doesn't work.
That's okay. This is a wishy-washy map for that, so I'm happy that whatever distance you need, it will.
I can move 60 feet, so
yeah, I'm pretty sure you're good.
Yeah. Can I get in a position where both of these are within 5 feet of me?
Sure. Yeah, I think that would be plausible. I'd say you're in amongst them up here.
Perfect. I will swing.
I'll bring you over there. That'd be the easiest to know.
Perfect. I will reckless.
Can you improve it? Still will hit for 15.
Yep. 15. Swing again. Also reckless. Ooh, this is a crit.
Hey, okay.
So I shall roll critical damage. 32.
Very nice.
Can I use... No, that's D4 on... I'll save it just in case you need to. That is me.
Okay, rounder is done. The next lindworm. This one is incapacitated till Blokey's turn, I believe. So this one will be doing nothing this round. And then Baldor, we'll have him run up and see how he's going to do. Target this beastie. It's unarmed strikes, isn't it? So it's not too hard to pull off here. Let's see. 15 will be a miss. I'm sure he has random ways of making that not be a miss, but he's not here right now, so we'll just carry on. But okay, natural 20 on the second for 11 there. So it will take the damage from that, and then flurry of blows gives him another 2 shots. Am I right on that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
let's do. He would definitely be doing something along those lines. So let's see. Big old fat 2 and 16. Okay, so I'm not as great at driving that monk, but he is done for now. So back at the top of the turn order, Blokey, around to you.
Just because I'm just gonna bully this one relentlessly. Let's pop a shatter on him in his tree.
Oh, okay.
Blow up the tree that he's in. Let's put it up a level just for funsies.
Why not? Okay, Constitution. Let's see how it's going to do. There, he's got.
How rude.
It is pretty good, but half damage, I'm assuming, from Shatter?
Yeah, I don't.
Half damage, yeah, there we go. So he'll still take
Yeah.
that, but not the rest. Fair enough.
Is there any crew actions?
Oh, yes, choices.
I think Scald is left with her 2 ones.
Yes. There's no point. No one really needs a heal, do they? So
No, early days for that.
early days for that. So let's lob a spear at the same one that I'm targeting until it dies.
until it's gone. Okay. I will bring her through and I will spear throw. Let's see how she's going to do. Respectable, yes. 24 for 12 damage. That's not too shabby at all. Okay, anything else on Blakey's turn? Or is he done?
No, he's good. He's at his distance with his target in sight. That's all he needs.
He's happy enough. Cool.
Yeah.
Right, next, Lindworm. This is the bottom one here. 2 targets, Rauda and Frida at the moment. I think, as Rauda, you are here. I'm going to I'm going to use you as the attack here. So it's going to attempt to claw you and see how it's going to do for the first attack.
It will have advantage.
It will have advantage. Let's see if that improves things. My God, no, it
my
does
God.
not. So a second claw incoming, 26. But let's see if it improves upon that. Ew, close, but no cigar. So an 18, obviously with your rage halving as you see fit, and then one last bite will be the last point in the.
It will still have advantage.
It will still have advantage. Let's see if it improves.
Oh my God,
Oh my God! No, that definitely has gone your way on that one. So yes, with the Lindworm done, Frida, she will probably have at the one she's already been attacking. We'll keep her doing that. Mace incoming. A terrible 2. Secondary attack. 24 for 17. That will do the the damage as she needs, and obviously I think there will be a... We'll keep them simple smites for now, but we will damage with the snipe. There we go. And another 6 on top of... Okay. Frida is done. Sounds like Seb is on his way, but Zisa, you are next on the list.
Okay, with everybody in the mix of things, it seems like there's just not really a way for her to kind of get in there with her boomy magic. So she's going to just get close enough to, like, heal, I guess, if she needs to. So she'll move the 30 feet in. So we'll say she's, like, there.
Does she fly it, or does she just walk?
She's doing that thing. Mechanically, she doesn't have a fly speed, so she's flying above the ground. So she stays down. Also, we were told that flying is dangerous here, so she still doesn't want to do that.
So she's not going there yet. She's not attempting the... Can she fly?
So,
okay, no problem.
She's doing that, and then she'll reach out her hand, and it will become covered in tattoos as a spectral hand. Also copies what she's doing, and she is going to cast Arcane Hand. So she's going to put that, like, right here on this one that's been Psychic Lance.
Okay.
And she is going to use a grasping hand to grapple this one and keep it in place. That way the others can take care of the ones that are there, and this one can stay here.
Okay, let's see if I can summon the hand for you on that one. Okay, so yes, so that will come in. So we've got to do a contested strength check, I'm assuming, for grappling this
yeah. So yeah, the hand attempts to grapple a huge or smaller creature within 5 feet of it. You can use the hand strength score, which is a +8. So
it got a 16, so that's it's a plausible level to be able to restrain. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Zisa just literally grips this thing as if it's a cat that is misbehaving, and she just slams its head into the ground and holds it in place.
This one is that its mind shattered. It's been held by this thing.
Yeah,
so it's not having a good day.
While the hand's grappling a target, you can use a bonus action to have the hand crush it. When you do so, the target takes 2d6 plus your spell casting modifier. So since I used my action to cast the spell and do the grapple, I will use my bonus action to do that damage. So this is 2d6 plus 5.
Not too shab. Okay, and that's 12 on top.
And since it's grappled, its speed is 0.
Okay.
So it can't get any closer to the fight.
That's pretty good. Right.
Okay, and that's it for me.
Zisa is done. Okay. Lindworm, and this is the central one here at the moment. I'm going to... Rowdo, you're going to take the thing at the moment until we get Seb in as well, but... another claw incoming your way. Let's see how it's going to do. 24. It could be improved. It does not. So 16 halved. We'll attempt to one more claw. And for 22 to hit for 15. So that is good. And then one last bite attack. Let's see how it's going to do with that. It's looking good, but is it a crit? It is not a crit. So okay, that is all of that Lindworm's attacks your way, and your turn to be able to return the favor, I believe.
I shall indeed. Best at reckless. Ooh. Yes.
Oh, that's 2 crits. Yeah, definitely. Oh, wowzers, 42. Damn. This is without the new axe.
I know, right?
Oh yeah.
Holy moly.
One more. So yeah, another 16 damage.
Okay, yeah, and this one is gone from looking reasonable to definitely very bloodied from that set of attacks on that one. Assuming you're staying put where you are for now.
Yes.
Okay, Lindworm. This is the one that has been restrained. So I suppose it's got to spend its action trying to escape, I guess is the best way. So another contested strength check. Let's see how it's going to do on that one. How's it going to roll?
For this thing.
Oh, nat 20. What up?
Oh no,
he does deserve it after the shit he's been through.
He's really rough day.
Oh.
Yeah, so 14 versus a 28. He ain't going nowhere, and he's had to use his action up to
just rub his nose in the dirt.
As this hand keeps on going. Seb, are you all right? You're just turning up in time for your turn. We'll give you a few moments to get yourself in, but your turn will be next. You are in a fight against strange lizard creatures that seem to be eating mushroom folk, is the best way of putting it. You're attempting to save the mushroom people is what's going on.
We watched a kid get eaten. You missed James showing us a really cute image of a kid.
And
he just got one bitten. He even had a name.
It's the thing that he had a name that makes it disturbing, apparently. Yeah.
Okay. Let's just strike. I don't know which one I'm next
That's okay.
to.
You're literally next to this one here, so that's no problem on that one. An 18 will hit, I believe. Yes, on that one. So
I on my token, I'm already raging. Let's just say I use my bonus action to rage.
That's fine. We will do that. That's no problem.
And second attack.
Yes.
That.
You roll way better for yourself than I do for you.
And let's add 2 fire damage, like 3 fire damage on top of this.
3 fire on top. Okay. This one is looking very, very rough. Is there anything else going on your
if I use my bonus action to rage, then that's all I can.
Let's just say I did that for you on your first turn.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense, because this is technically the second round, so you would have done it.
Yeah, then flurry of blows, and let's go for 2 more strikes.
Oh my! What is going on?
That's the dragon.
Yeah.
Oh my god! So 7 for the first and 12, where you beat this thing to death, I believe, in the second.
Okay. Because it was gonna be an additional 10 radiant damage.
Oh, so yes, the first of these lizards that you have thrown before. Yet another one falls to Baldur on that one after it taking some very heavy hits from Rauder, I must admit. But
Thunder Serpent's Bane is back.
So yes, anything else on Baldur's turn before we
Nope.
Back to the top of the turn order then. Blokey, round to you. One of them dead, one having a really bad day, and the other wondering where its food's gone.
If he's being grappled, I will leave my victim for a little bit. He can.
He's having bad enough a day.
I'll go for the middle guy.
The middle one's gone, but yes, you can definitely.
Okay.
Definitely go for the other one. I'll get rid of that one.
The other one, yeah. Sorry. Let's just psychic glance it again.
Okay.
Let's try this one.
If it works, it works. Big numbers. Right. Intelligence saving throw. Not their best, but he's going to roll a big old 8. So Yeah, he will take all of the damage from that, and he will be
incapacitated.
Not good for the rest of this one. Anything else on Blokey's turn?
No, you're doing pretty well.
I think he's having a good day. I mean, he's watched a few mushroom folk die, but he's
Blokey day.
Blokey's doing okay.
He's gotta have one.
Yes, fair enough. And he did it just in time because the Lindworm is next in the turn order, and that one has been incapacitated. So that is done. Frida will have do her usuals, and she will try and hit this thing with a mace a couple of times. Let's see how she's gonna do.
Cool.
Pretty damn good. So first one with a 15, that will hit, and the second one is a crit. So he would go all in on a divine smite for that, wouldn't he? So let's see. He would go a bit more big for that. So let's see what size. Third level or second level? What do we reckon?
How bad does it look?
It's not looking that done in yet, but yeah, maybe he would save that. We'll go middle of the road.
Yeah, I mean that's still what is that 3d8 or 2d8?
Yeah, so it's still
3d8,
which means it's doubled to 68 and a crit.
Yes,
so it's still a lot.
Yeah. So there is I'll just double the number to make it easy on that one. But so 26 total on that one extra. So yeah, this one is now bloodied as well. So that is moving along. Zisa has done her 2 hits. Bringing it back to you, Zisa.
Zisa's going to use her action to maintain the grapple. So this thing is going to have to, again, roll against a +8 grapple.
Let's see how it's going to do on the strength. Oh, it's rolled a lot better.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, and it gets away.
Okay, finally it's freedom.
And that's my action. As a bonus action, I don't think I can do much. You know what? Old tried and true. I'll try to push it. So it's bonus action. A tiny telekinetic hand tries to push it. And so I push it away 5 feet.
So yeah, it's all about the hands today.
The hand doesn't count as a creature, so it doesn't get an attack of opportunity or anything.
No,
it was just really a moral victory.
It definitely gets pushed.
But that's what we'll call it.
Okay, Zisa is done. Router, round to you again. One looking bloodied, but already by your side, or one on the roof. But yes.
Shall attack. Reckless. 21 for 11.
11 is good.
And again. Ooh.
Oh, Reckless is going to need. That's better.
23.
For 10, okay, yeah. It's taken.
That is my turn.
No problem. Lindworm. And this is the one that has finally got itself freed of the hands. And Zisa, how noticeable would have been what you were doing, as in the magic that was casting the hands and all of that? Would it have been obvious for this creature to know, or are we talking it's...
I mean, I guess it would depend on how intelligent the creature is. If it knows... I mean, the hand mimics what Zisa's actual hand is doing.
Forget that.
Like,
forget that. It's got an intelligence -2, so it's a 6. This thing knows
now
nothing.
It can attack the hand itself.
That is
the hand.
The
hand has,
true.
I believe, an AC of 20, and has my hit points, so it can try to beat up the hand if it wants.
I'm going to give it a chance, and I'm going to say on a 1, 2, 3, and a 4, it will go for the hand. Baldur is the other target on a 5 and 6.
I'm not casting it. I'm just putting it in the chat.
No problem on that one. Yeah, 5 and a 6 would have been Baldur, but in this case, the hand is what this is going for. And let's see how it's going to do. It's going to claw at the hand. 21 to hit for 22.
That hits. Okay.
Second claw attack incoming. 15 will
that misses.
miss, and then a bite attack as its last one.
That will hit for 30. So let's see, that's 22 and 30. That is 52. The hand is barely up, but it is still up.
So yeah, this thing is having the fight of its life with a hand, but it continues on. Baldur then, free of any attacks from any of that. What about yourself?
Yeah. I guess I'll do the same I did before, and go for the other serpent, probably the one closest to Rauda and Frida.
Okay, yeah. So you dive in on the action where these two have been hitting it with Horace big hits. So you think you can steal the kill again? So let's see how you do.
That's the goal. Yeah.
24 for 10. You will definitely hit.
That's 1d4 fire.
For another 1.
Second attack.
24 for 8. That will definitely hit as well.
Plus 1d8 radiance.
The 1 is still up at the moment.
Flurry of blows.
23 for another 7. Okay.
Plus 1d4 fire.
3.
And that last attack.
$23 for 10 for a creature that has 9 hit points. Baldur is stealing the kill yet again for the second one. Okay. Oof. And is he all done?
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, fair enough. 2 in. Blokey, round to you.
Back to my initial victim. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's just shatter. Let's do shatter. Third.
It's a tried and trusted for sure.
Yes.
Okay, we want a Constitution save from this guy. They've not been doing well at this so far. Is it time to improve? Oh, it's time to improve. Okay. So it will be a half damage, but it still takes some of that. Anything else from Blokey?
We got any clue actions to go? Or?
You do? I mean, well, you're at the top of the turn order.
Have we used any this turn? Like at all? Yeah.
Well, no, but it's also back at the top of the turn order, so yeah, it's another round. So, any wish?
Let's go Conspirit.
Spear, okay, no problem. I can do that for you now. Scald, spear attack incoming. Okay, yeah, not a greatest on that one, unfortunately. And yeah, Blokey done.
That's it. Yeah, all done.
Okay, Frida will come dashing up onto the rooftop here and climbing up, doing what she needs to do, and we'll say she will get there, and we'll do the usual double mace. Okay, terrible ones for rolling bad for her on that one. So that is done. Zisa.
So Zisa is going to now make the fist clench, and she is going to punch this thing with the fist, which is a melee spell attack, which is a d20 plus 5. Well, I guess I could just roll an intelligence check, right?
Sure, if it's
For that, because it's the same number.
Yeah.
So then, here we go. I'm guessing an 8 doesn't hit.
Yeah, no, not this time.
But
that's your bonus, I imagine, isn't it? Or...
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
I think you're right. I think you're right. So, well, if it's gonna be a turd, Zisa will. I apologize. I was using my action for this, or not action. I was thinking action for this. We've noticed these things are hardy, right?
Yeah, they're pretty hardy, sure.
Okay. And she won't do that. Let's just go ahead and... Yeah, she's going to cast Scorching Ray on this thing.
Okay.
So... Oop, let me target it up, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Okay, Scorching Ray.
Oof.
Okay, Scorching Ray. I get 3 of these.
Mm-hmm. Improving. Hey,
Better.
That's more like it.
All right, Scorching Ray. One out of 3 hits. Not great, Zisa. Not great.
Oh.
But that will be the end of her turn.
Okay, that is done. Router, round to you. One left on the on the top of the building. You can make it.
I will head over. Go in swinging. That is a crit.
Oh, that's a crit. That's going to be a big number. 28.
32.
32. Whew. Yeah, it's officially bloodied.
And the next one is 23 for 9.
No reckless on that one?
No.
Ah.
No reckless this time.
Ah, okay. Fair enough. Okay, that is for another 9 anyway. I will add that in. Lindworm's turn. It is not incapacitated at any point. It's got no restraints or anything on it. It can actually do some stuff. Okay, Rounder.
Still attack the hand.
It could attack the hand, but there are bigger things that have been attacking it. So I'm gonna say, for the sake of its sentience of it, it will go for Rounder in this case. So right, incoming claw first of all. 22 for 19. The second one will be a 29 for 21, obviously halved. And then the last one will be a bite. And then again,
it was almost a 3.
It's close, but 29 for 44. So put some big old hits on Rounder that time. But that is its turn done. Baldur, round to you.
Can I steal a third kill?
You can try. You could definitely try.
Okay, first attack.
12 for 11. Not good for the first one.
Second attack.
Mm-hmm. Woof. Okay. Yeah, and here comes the train.
+2
Choo-choo.
to the fire damage.
4 fire damage on top. Okay. Yep, you'll take all
Once
of that.
again, flurry of blows.
That makes sense. Oh, not with the first one.
Last attack.
That's like
hits.
it. For another
Plus
8 on
one.
top.
D4 radiant.
For another 1. Okay, yep, this thing is still going, but it's not looking the greatest in the world. Blokey, round to you at the top of the turn order.
Oh, how? What else to do? Because I have 2 attacking spells.
Ah.
And that means using up all my 4th level.
Vicious mockery it. Just make fun of it to death.
That would be really funny, but I kind of need, for emotional reasons, this kill. So let's do it. Let's just Psychic Lance it again.
Psychic Lance again. Okay.
I've bullied this thing for so long.
You
It needs to
you have really believed this one. That is definitely true. Intelligence saving. It's not good at this, but it gets a nat 20.
God damn it! Well, it takes half.
Yeah, it does take half.
It just isn't incapacitated.
Yeah, it takes the half damage, Blokey. But if you had pulled it off, it would have been a different story. But unfortunately for Blokey, in this case, it is still up.
The vicious mockery was prolonging its pain all along.
Oh, for sure. Frida, then. Let's see how she's going to do. 2 mace attacks, 1 and 2. Let's see if she can redeem herself a little bit. The first one was 20 for 8. And the second one is 20 for 9. So Frida does get the kill in on this last beastie this time. And we are done in combat here. So yes, these creatures are safely entrenched in ice, and it's quite sort of makes its way around the battlefield, and these worms are done. I'll bring Blokey back.
Zisa will go up to the dome and just say, retreat to the opposite wall, please. I have to break it, but it could harm you if you try to be too close. And she will
do hear
use...
you do hear on the other side an older voice sort of goes, huh? What you say?
Go to the opposite side of the dome, please. I'm going to make an exit for you. And
there's some muttering, and they talk from it. Okay, and between them, they work out what you're trying to say, and
because
move to one side.
I think the wording of this is if you break through the wall. I'm just going to cast it again to put it in the chat. Sorry, hang on.
Woohoo!
Whoa! Holy shite!
Ooh.
All right. We didn't do any of that because I used it for protection.
One thick
A creature moving through a sheet of frigid air for the first time must make a Constitution saving throw. So she doesn't want them to do that. So she's going to use the hand to punch through. The hand will take that damage and go away. And then gotcha. She will just kind of wait until the frigid air dissipates, and then kind of wave them out, let them know that it's safe.
No problem. Okay, so as this sort of section crumbles, and you see the wizened faces of all these creatures on the other side, sort of looking on at you all as this slightly older lady sort of. Oh, thank you, I guess. That was most unexpected, but we thank you for your help. And so there's these other ones are sort of slowly making their way out in amongst them.
It's so cute.
Yep, there's a whole bunch of these guys all making their way out from inside of here on that front. They do. They do see Boxler, and there is a quick sort of hugging amongst some of them as they see someone of their own people sort of returning. It seems that Greta, this first one, does know Boxler, and there is pleased to see as they are, at first elated at that, and then they do realize, obviously, one of their own has been lost, and they are told about the little one, and they realize, Jobin, no, and all of that plays out in the moments as these these little creatures are sort of just trying to come to terms with what is going on with all of this. As one of them finally does, eventually she does turn to you all and sort of say, well, we thank you for your assistance again. We would have been lost this day if you had not come. And you bring one of us back with you. And bad tidings as well, I see. But again, thank you for your timely help. We would have been lost for sure. Now, what brings you this way?
Well, we wanted to see if we could speak with the black dragon that resides on this island.
He's been asleep a very long time. Almost as long as you've been gone, as she's sort of speaking to Boxler for a moment on that one. We don't know quite what has gone on with him, but he is definitely sleeping. We only ever see him as a dream form of himself now. But recently, obviously, these creatures have also been plaguing us. Ever since the tendrils started to appear in the sky, these creatures have been attacking our people. It is the very odd times, for sure.
So it would seem that if these creatures are connected to the tendrils, that perhaps they are also here to hinder the natural order of events. She's saying this to the crew.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Boxler would say something of, if the dragon is sleeping here and they know of it, then perhaps, yes, maybe you're right. Maybe they have been sent here to stop interference or deal with the dragon while it's sleeping. Maybe they realize it could be... We know it can be a potential ally to us, but maybe they know it is to be an enemy, or could be. It would make sense why such creatures are appearing in number then. But first, quick, let's make our way into the tunnels. It'll be easier to hide from any creatures like that in some of the sort of bunker spaces we have. Below, we can talk more there, and
How big are these creatures?
They are, well, probably about just over your knee height, Baldor. They're not tall in any way, shape, or form. We're talking Smurf-sized creatures almost. It's then very small.
Do you think we will be able to fit in your your cave systems?
She says, she looks you up and down for a moment, and she says, it may be a tight fit, but yes, I think we can probably make you fit in. It's not so tight for us, but it will be a squeeze for you. But come, and so Greta and Broxler will lead you guys into the hidden tunnels under a waterfall that is right by their sort of village here on that one. There are glowing mushrooms. There's the smell of fresh bread down here and warm furs. And you can see a few more of these faces of these type of people are going about their business as you guys are sort of down here and seeing all of this for the first time. They do eventually explain to you about Jorbin and what went on, but basically they have these items called bubble bulbs, which are basically you can use them to float your way up the ravines and up through the canyons to make life a little easier to get about. Obviously, it's now clearly become obvious to them that it is a dangerous idea to do at the moment with these dragon creatures around. But they do offer to say that one way that you could travel around this space would be to partake of these items and make your way to float you up and towards the thing. Basically, what they tell you is that there is a large lake and a small island on the top of this actual island itself, and they know from lore that that Thornir and the dragon had their last altercations there, and that the dragon now sleeps there, from what they know. And they say that it only ever appears in a dream-like form to them now. They never see it as a fully fledged dragon as this is going on. They also tell you about a story about a strange woman arriving many years ago. She climbed to the top of the island, and when she did actually make it to the central island, she turned into stone. And is still to this day there next to one of the main trees in the middle of this lake, which they call this lake the Dragon Sea of all things. It definitely is again all sort of linked to the legend and the stories of things before. The other things that obviously they can offer you some provisions, etc. But Greta does come forward to Bloki at one point during all of this, and she will say something on the lines of, one second, let me bring her back up, and she says, "Tell me. You are one of this group, and we are very very privileged that you were able to save us. I have a strange item that I would like to offer to your group. I think that at some point it might be more useful in the hands of beings such as yourselves rather than with one of us. And I'm wondering if you would like to have it."
Well, it's very kind of you. What kind of thing is it?
It's a chariot. And she pulls out a miniature golden chariot, and she will sort of look at pass it to you, Bloki, and she says, "This is very special. Flying cats can be found out there somewhere, and I promise you, when you find a flying cat, it is able to pull the chariot and fly anywhere that you so wish, as long as you can miniaturize yourself, obviously, and you can fit in the carriage. But if you can do all of those things, it is a wondrous item. I've not seen a flying cat in a very long time."
Well, I've never seen one ever at all. Thank you, this is really cool. I hope we find a flying cat soon. Bloki is so excited about the concept of a flying cat.
We don't have much, but this is our gift to you all for saving so many of us. And I hope it will serve you well.
It was our pleasure. Yes, we'll treasure this gift always, even if we don't come across a flying cat. On our journey here, I found this, and I'm going to show the comb, and I'm going to be like, do you know what this insignia is on it? Is this any of your guys' comb?
And she says, no, but I do recognize the L. This would be the lady that arrived here before, the Stone Lady. I believe this would belong to her. I think her name began with an L. It was a long time ago. But yes, I think it's the same one.
Oh, brilliant. That's helpful.
I think her name was Lou.
He's going through his head of people beginning with L that we've met.
Yeah. You don't know off of the top of your head. She vaguely says something about Lou, but you don't. None of it rings a bell in the moments as this is going on. You have a couple of choices then. Will you want to make your way deeper into the forests, or do you think you're going to try the slightly quicker route of taking the bubble bulbs to the destination via? So you're going to go by air, or are you going to go by land? Is going to be the question for the next bit. Or are you going to rest here? There's another good question as well. It's a cramped space. Baldur and a few of you, you are a bit hunched over in these caves. It's not the most.
I mean, Baldur is canonically very small, so
that is true. That is true of the group. Yeah, you wouldn't be the worst, but the taller of the group, yes, you're certainly hunched over.
Okay. The player has put something together, but I don't know if Zisa would.
Mm-hmm.
Can Zisa roll a religion check?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I hope this goes well. Nice.
Oh, it does. What is yes, the player / the Zisa come to mind of.
There is a woman who turned to stone, and she has a name that is similar to Lou. And I turn to Baldur, and I say, the goddess of will, Luta. Possibly is this who they might be referring to?
Yeah, you definitely think in the moment. Yeah, you definitely think in the moment, Zisa, you are you're probably very onto something. Thornir traveled these lands. It's completely plausible that Luta did too.
Can I roll something, because she is like the patron goddess of like my clan? Is there like something there that I will. Might be able
you
to...
can do a religion check, and I think you can do that at advantage because of that. So it's looking good.
Well, 19.
19 is very good, and
well, 18, but I rolled a 19.
Oh, and a nat 20.
And a nat 20.
Here comes.
Yeah, you are
the crit train.
You're very very sure that Zisa is on the right track. Is this definitely the way you know the goddess of will is one of the Stone Court, one of the gods of this world. Like I said, you've met Thornir, one of the gods. That another would be here is not implausible in any way. It just seems a little odd. There aren't many stories of her being within the realm of the Halls of the Slain, but at the same token, there's no reason she couldn't have visited this place. I mean, you feel fairly confident that that putting two and two together is making something that makes sense at the moment, for sure. So overall then, do you guys think you will be resting, or do you think you will be making your way by land or by air onwards to the lakes above will be the question.
And Zisa, on a 24, how much of what's in the book does Zisa know?
Unless, I don't. Is it from the player's guide stuff?
Yeah, I'm looking at the player's guide.
Anything you got there, you would know. That's fine.
Okay. So Zisa, again, will just say, she fell in love with Thonir. But it was not returned, as Thonir and Hel had a love. Her statue remains lost because her priests have divine power. They know that she persists. Her location is a mystery. I don't know if there's anything that we could gain from visiting her in this state, but perhaps it is worth the trip. She may have some insight or aid if we are to perhaps return her property or speak with her statue.
I may have something that could help if we see her. I don't really know the nature of her turning into stone, nor like the mechanics of it. That's not my area. But I do have a horn that can awaken the petrified. Don't know if it's a condition of it, so we could try it.
It's plausible.
Well,
I don't think there's any harm in giving it a toot.
I think that could benefit us. She grew apart from the others of the Stone Court and was not even present when Boda's dark magic fell over the others, having eaten her apple after wandering away. So she may still be more herself than any of the other Stone Court that we may come into contact with in these lands, if more are here. Also, I want to know what our crew action is.
Fair enough. That is true. Completionist territory kicking in. That is definitely true. I don't
think we have anything to lose going to see her.
No, you don't. No, that is definitely true. It all seems to be leading to similar spots because it's on the shores of a dragon lake and all of the rest of it. So it is kind of in the same realms. So really, it's going to come down to are you going to rest or make your way via land, or are you going to airdrop in on the space beyond? What way do you think the group are thinking in these terms?
Zisa will probably defer to the others, though she would probably be most comfortable with the air for obvious reasons.
That's fair enough. Rowder, do you think would she play for rest, or would they want to just move on?
Rowder is quite hurt. Rest might be nice.
Do any others object in the moments that you don't feel the time pressure on you? I must admit, from that point of view.
Balder agrees with whatever Zisa says.
This new version of Zisa would want to make sure that Router is okay.
Yeah. Blokey would also like to make sure their heavy hitter is at full capacity. Just in case.
How early in the day is it that we got to this, James?
I think it was pretty quick, but overall, I think it must be lunchtime-ish, so it will be obviously at some point during the afternoon and stuff. Blokey's had his cat chariot conversations, but you can certainly spend some time here with these people, and Broxler would certainly be happy to be spending some time with them to reconnect and have some of time and mead and all the rest of it and food. So yeah, if you want to rest here, it's completely plausible. They've definitely taken you off to the secret tunnels, so it's a little easier.
Yeah, Zisa still has spells to scribe, so she could use this time to knock out Lightning Bolt.
Fair enough.
Because that takes 12 hours. And since this is halfway through the day, kind of, she can knock out maybe like 2/3 of it leading up to like, when we rest, and then the other 4 in like the morning or whatever.
Yeah, definitely doable. So yeah, okay. Well, what we'll do then is we'll have you guys take the long rest, wait here in their sort of hidden tunnels, and we will quickly go grab a drink, and we will reconvene for the second half in a moment. Alrighty, so yes, drinks have been got, snacks have been sorted, so we're all good. Right, yeah, sorry, Conrad, Zisa, you had some points on changing some spells or some bits that might be going on.
Yeah, the spells that I had to scribe, I'm going to say on the boat on the way here, retroactively, I would have tried to scribe Lightning Bolt, which is a 12-hour feat for me to do. So I'll say that in the 2 days it took us to get here is when she would have done that. Because we're rolling it that she should roll Arcana to do this. So I will roll Arcana plus level the spell. 10 plus 3 is 13, so this is a 13 check to get Lightning Bolt.
Cool. There we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's going to work.
All right, got it with ease. And then I said I wanted to scribe a spell while we were here, so this evening while we're doing this and while everyone else is kind of doing their thing, I think she's just going to try to scribe Magic Missile, which is just 4 hours, because it's a first level spell, which would make this check an 11. So
should be doable. 17.
Cool. So she now has Lightning Bolt, and she has Magic Missile in her repertoire now. So I will add those to my sheet, and then we'll do a quick import. Hopefully call that good.
No problem. Hopefully it'll just import for you, and then.
Yeah, I know we were having issues with that before, right?
Yeah. Do you want me to let me do it, or have you added them to your D&D Beyond? I'll do this end.
Yeah. Let me see if they're on my D&D Beyond. So
yeah, no problem.
Lightning Bolt is, Magic Missile is not, because Magic Missile was the one I just decided to do just now. So.
Okay. Yeah. Add him away, and then we'll re-import him, and then we will crack on with the session.
Sorry, it's just frozen. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, just say when.
And I'm sticking with all the legacy stuff.
Yeah, we're not in 2024 yet.
Yeah. All right, spellbook. So Magic Missile's there, and Lightning Bolt is there. What's nice about the what do you call it? Foundry is that it loads in all of my spells for me. And then what I can do is I can just prepare and unprepare them on the fly by just clicking it like on my sheet here. So I don't have to do that on the sheet on D&D Beyond, which is really, really nice.
Oh, okay. So they've thought, the 3 importers thought that through, which is good.
Yeah. But I think I'm all set as far as that goes. So let me see if I can't do the import myself, or if it yells at me.
It will depend on, whether or not it lets you get my cookie or not for doing the uploads. Jury's out.
Okay, leaving all this stuff. Auto. Sorry if you hear my cat making noise.
It's okay. Saren can join anytime.
I miss Saren.
Error processing, no Cobalt token still. So
Okay.
that'll have to be something you do then.
No problem. Just shut your sheet for a moment and I will import for you.
Okay, all done.
Incoming. All right. Okay.
But I think we can hear you typing.
Which one? Who's typing? Seb. Sorry,
Yeah,
buddy.
that might be me.
That's all right.
No
I mean, it doesn't appear on the stream on the actual final recording anyway. Luckily, because I clear all that out anyway. But we can definitely hear you clacking.
They're clacking away.
I try to not clack too much myself. I write trivia a little bit while we're doing this too. So
we've got to get things. Got to keep going. The week it comes ahead comes around anyway, no matter what. Right.
My girlfriend keeps sending me messages, so I'm responding.
Fair enough. Not a problem.
That's
not a problem.
absolutely priority.
So your sheet should be there now, Conrad. Hopefully, if you reopen.
Let me open her up and see.
Hopefully, making some sense.
Magic missile is there, and lightning bolt is there.
Okay. So yes,
Nice.
I forget. Did you guys decide, air or by land, that you would be making your way on this next morning up towards the main island on this on Whispering Cove? I'll bring you back through to the main island. So you're actually heading from where you currently are over here. You're heading over to this land. There is a way to do this by sort of overland, or you can use the bubble bulbs where you saw what happened to the child last time. But you both options are available to you.
Was everyone else seeing a giant exclamation mark for the map? Was that just me?
Oh,
I'm most definitely seeing the map. So
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
I'm not.
oh
I am seeing a
sad time.
full exclamation mark
Oh, sad time.
with a triangle.
Yeah, we've got.
Okay.
I'll give you the imagination, but the So there is a sort of a cove island with a large lake in the center. Basically, is what's actually going on in the moment, and basically there is signs of a trail sort of making its way through the mountains, or you could basically fly your way up. You are told it would be quicker. That you would get there quite late in the day if you do walk, but both options are available to you.
I'm a little bit concerned with the flying, just purely because if Valkyrie aren't supposed to fly too high,
You
Yeah,
have
we've
heard
been
that.
warned
should
against
any of
flying.
us.
You have heard that one. That is definitely true, and you've obviously seen children eaten. But both are true points.
it's true. We've
Just your
seen
average
children
day.
eaten.
It is, yeah. It's just normal things. It's all right. It's fine. He was a mushroom person. But yes, you
Also, he's already dead if we're in the afterlife, right? How does that work?
That is absolutely true. You do not know until about an hour and a half later that you do find out that the child is found on the island once more. Sort of making his way back, looking shall we say
Traumatized?
white as a sheet when he does make his way back. But this does affirm a few things to you that yes, obviously dying here is not the same as if you were in the real world on that front. But yeah, I mean, he definitely doesn't look untraumatized by it, but yes, he is alive. When
Is that why the
next
elder
one.
was a little?
We'll have good therapy.
Yeah, the elder was a little blasé with us saving them. They're like, "Oh, I guess thanks for helping us."
Yeah.
Whatever.
You start to put,
Right?
you start to put two and two
Yeah.
together that this may not be the first day that some of the mushroom folk have been eaten by these creatures. So yes, this is part of their cycle of life now that the tendrils are in the air. So yes, it's yes, they are.
It's awful.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
food
Yeah, just
over and
pain
over.
constantly.
So yes, you do understand a little bit more of yes, death is not quite the same here, for sure. But yes, so but by the sounds of it, overland. Am I getting that vibe from you all, or are you going to risk it for the flight?
I'm voting for overland.
One for land. Any others?
Bland.
Okay, Blokey. So that's at least two.
I believe Zisa wanted to go for Sky, so I
Zisa would have basically abstained to whatever everyone else wanted to do. But now that we found evidence of Luta being here, maybe if we go overland, maybe the same route she took, we could find more of her belongings. And maybe there's some hoping to gain from that.
Okay.
In that case, Balder votes for land.
So it becomes a very unanimous decision that you guys will take the time. You make your way out of the tunnels, making your way further inland, seeing how you go as this is going on. No real problems will happen for a while when you do make it overland. It takes you most of the day to make your way towards the sort of main lake area at the top of this island. Now I'm hoping Blokey or Jess, you will at least be able to see this one, or is this just an exclamation mark as well?
James, on our way here,
yeah,
we haven't really done much hunting or gathering or anything like that.
That is true.
Can Zisa just keep an eye out for anything that might be useful? Like, it's because as far as like her alchemy stuff is, maybe she could do some healing potions or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, if you make us a survival check and see how you do on
not
some
super
of
good at survival.
No,
kind
fair
of
enough.
It say nature, but that's fine. Yeah, only an 8.
Okay.
Sorry, I remember that we had set it up so that Blythe was doing most of the survival stuff and I was doing most of the alchemy stuff. But I figured I would at least try.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with you. Your memory is correct on some of that. Yeah, obviously, whatever your plus would be, it's still going to be quite low in this case, yeah. I believe. Anyway, so no, not much luck on that initial one as things. Are going on, but yeah, eventually you guys do make it out onto the sort of the larger lake ahead of you. You can see that there is a small, strange island sort of floating out in the middle of the waters here, yeah, there is a strange grey tree off to one side that you can just about make out. You still have your boat, and you still have ways of unfurling it and making your way out into the waters as you see fit. But I'm assuming you do and take the time and will make your way towards the sort of central island. If that makes sense.
I haven't got any islands. I have a weird portal thing happening and some vague green shadows.
Oh, okay. You cannot see.
I think I have one layer.
Yeah, you're not.
I don't think I have anything else. I think I just have like the top layer and
nothing else. Oh, bless. You're definitely. We may have changed the settings. This may have gone a bit too low for you. I'm assuming everyone else can see the map.
Yeah, my potato's not even like the lowest resolution. It's like in famine territory. That's where my potato.
Famine territory. Oh, Blair. I'm assuming the rest of you can see the map. Okay, just to make sure I'm not going mad.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay, but so I will. Sorry, Jess. I will keep you informed. But yeah, there is a large lake with a cluster of little islands off in the sort of center. In the middle, a larger sort of island. There is a strange greyed tree. There is a strange dark portal sort of space on the water out in the distance from you all. But yeah, you can unfurl your boat and sail your way across the actual waters here. That's not a problem to pull off. And I'm assuming, unless there's anything anyone else will be doing beforehand, but you will make your way into the lakes and sort of make your way across. And yeah, you can as you sort of get closer, you can see there is under this grey tree there is a grey stone statue of a woman. She seems to be seated with twin axes across her lap. Her eyes seem to be closed in a sorrowful look as all this is happening. But yeah, she's sort of calm and serene look of the space around you as you bring your boat up closer. There is a tremendous dark patch of water nearby, swirling horribly would be the best way of putting it, not too far away from where this is all happening on the land nearby you. But yes, you can definitely see all this up ahead. What do you guys intend to do?
Loki, you say that you have a horn that can perhaps return her to flesh.
I hope so. It says apparently if I blow it once, it wakes people up who are sleeping just normally. If I blow it twice, wakes people up who are sleeping under magical conditions. And if I blow it 3 times, then petrified people can be awoken. So
that seems to be what's needed here. I can attempt to dispel the magic, but as we are unaware of what put her in this state, we might want to use your method first.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Okay, so yeah, you guys sort of make your way out onto the land. You're surrounding this this figure that seems to be sat there, and Blokey, you attempt to use the horn. It blows out loud and true, and you use the action. The sound rings out across everything. It is at that point, with the sound as loud as it is, that a strange blue spectral figure of a rather large looking black dragon will sort of appear spectrally, sort of blue in figure shape around it, not quite solid, as you see this this black dragon kind of appears, kind of looking a bit like the form that Zisa took, the sort of spectrally looking form would be the best way of putting it. And it sort of yawns and wakes and sort of looks at all of you for a few moments, makes its way over sort of protectively of the statue for a moment, and then starts to sort of preen at its wings a little bit.
Anyone speak Draconic?
Actually, I believe Zisa does. Let me look real fast.
Oh yeah, have a look.
Sure does.
Baldur doesn't. He can pretend, but he
He could pretend.
So this might have been like the second toot of the horn that this thing reacted to, but on the third, does she unpetrify, or is she still stone?
You've not gotten that far right
Okay.
now. You literally a giant dragon appeared after you blew the horn. You are dealing with that in the moment. Is the honest truth how that is going on? It stopped Blokey in his tracks unless he continues to just literally
fair. That sounds like Blokey.
Carry on blowing the horn.
I just look at the others, and if someone gives me an encouraging nod, I will keep tooting.
Zita might hold up a finger or two. Did Boxler come with us?
Yes, she did. Yeah. She's still. The way she looks at this is like, it's nice to be home, but there's also the fact that home is as stuck as everyone else is. So she is still sticking with you guys.
So then I think Zisa will say in Draconic, greetings, great dragon. We would speak with you if you would give us your time.
And he sort of preens for a moment, and then sort of looks you over and says, "You're small."
Yes, we are of the small folk. We have traveled a great distance and through many different doors to arrive here.
You come with their kind? He sort of looks at the stone statue.
We have. It would seem you have some affection for this one.
This one sad and stuck.
We may not have a way to remedy the former, but we could cure the latter, if that is something that would please you.
You can help.
Perhaps my friend, and Zisa calls Bloki her friend, but it's in Draconic, so no one knows. My friend has a horn, a magical horn, with a few soundings. It can return those that are petrified to flesh.
It doesn't understand everything you're saying. It is seeing that your intent is reasonable, and it sort of nods and sort of says, she was friend, like other friend. Friend left me.
What other friend would that be?
And it doesn't know how to put your name's hard, strong. He left
Was it
me.
like her, like us, small?
And it nods.
If you can tell us what they look like, or perhaps what they carry, we can try to keep watch for them on our travels and let them know that they're missed.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of time, and the description is broken, but eventually, Zisa, you figure out that the dragon is talking about Thornir. It's definitely the friend that is missed is him, apparently.
We are familiar with who you speak of. The carpenter who became a traveler. Or the traveler who became a carpenter, who became a very important figure to the small folk. We can... I don't know how you would travel, but we could return with you to him if you would like to visit. Or we could point you in the general direction of the island that he currently resides on. But he is currently afflicted by a magic that doesn't keep him rooted in the time he should be in. It is something that we are looking to fix. We're hoping that your friend here, and she gestures to Luda, may be able to give us some aid in this.
It nods. It doesn't understand everything. You get the sense that you're talking to... the best way of putting it is you're talking to an overly large, intelligent dog that doesn't seem to be quite the level of creature intelligence than you may have expected in the scheme. But it gets the gist of what you're saying, and it sort of lets you continue.
Okay. So Zisa will nod, and she'll have been translating basically what she's saying to the others. And after the conversation is done and the dragon gives us its blessing, essentially, Zisa will turn back to Bloki and say, "It will not interfere with us. I believe that it wishes for Luta to return to flesh as well, so you can continue."
Okie dokie. And I'll give a respectful nod towards the dragon, and then I will continue to toot away.
Okay, yeah, you blow the horn again, and this aggravates this dragon more than you expect, Blokey. In the moment, it's sort of shaking its head and growling, and Zisa, you get just pain and anger from it. It's not stopping you do what you're doing, but it's not liking it either. Zisa, you'll have to give it a damn good persuasion check to see if you can let it continue on for another blast.
Is it like turning the Hoover on around a dog?
Yeah, it's driving it nuts. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
So Zisa will caution Blokey and just say, as willing as it is, it's causing it a considerable amount of discomfort. If there's anything you can do to put it at ease or help me try to convince it to let us blow it one more time.
And Blokey, all you're getting is as this thing is hissing at you in front of you as this is going on now, Blokey. You're just assuming that Zeus is telling you.
We could just proceed, but I feared that what good faith that we've gained here would be lost if we were to do it one more time without some sort of convincing that this is the route that we need to stay on.
Well, what I would suggest in this moment is maybe tell him that it's going to be okay. That's just, and that you understand it's an awful noise, but it's just got to be done, and get him to cover his little ears. I don't know where his ears are. I don't know the anatomy of a dragon very well, but just give him options to look after himself so he feels cared for.
Zisa kind of cocks her head to the side and says, Loki, that is very wise. Thank you. And turns back to the dragon and says, we know this causes considerable discomfort, even for the good of your friend. I can take away your hearing for a time, if you will allow, and I can give it directly back once we are done, if you wish.
You can make a persuasion check and see how you're going to do with convincing it that this is a good idea.
After Zisa compliments Blokey, by the way, even though he's perturbed by it, he will not miss an opportunity to annoy Baldur, so will wiggle his eyebrows at Baldur after the compliment. Just to go off of it.
Baldur will sort of look disgruntled. Why don't I ever get any of those compliments?
Did Blokey give me any sort of inspiration?
Yes, Blokey did, and that was in the form of mocking Baldur.
Okay, so she grins to that. How much is your die?
D10 now, I think.
D10. Oh, come on, big roll. Okay, 17.
17, okay, yeah.
Better than an 11.
Yeah, you see it's sort of shaking its head, and it's sort of angry with what's going on, but it's sort of it will nod at you still, and it sort of gets the idea of what you're trying to say.
Okay, so then Zisa will approach the dragon, and as she does, you see the tattoos appear on her skin and begin to swirl. And she's been scribing these spells on herself via tattoos, but they haven't remained on the surface. They've always kind of dropped. They never stick around. It's just when she's casting that they're visible. But she is going to use one of her abilities to change her tattoos around, so that she is going to unprepare. Let's see, what do I got prepared right now? Where are my spells? There you go. She's going to unprepare invisibility, and she's going to prepare blindness, deafness. And she's going to reach a hand out to the dragon, as spectral as it is, and just say, I once shared your current nature. I couldn't touch, but this will hopefully still affect you. And as I said, as soon as we don't require this, I will remove it. Wait, is it concentration? Hang on. I don't know if this is concentration. I might just deafen it for an entire... Uh-oh, hang on. Sorry.
Wizard summer stuff.
I just want to make sure that I'm telling it the truth, because she's not lying to it. Okay, so Zisa will alter what she's saying because I, the player, was wrong. And just say, if you would allow me to take your hearing for a short while, you will be able to resist it and shake it off yourself. But you would have to allow it to take hold first. So please, if you will. And so Zisa would have, that's how she would have explained it, not the way she did before, because it's not concentration.
Fair enough.
But Zisa would reach out and she would it's a range of 30 feet, so she'll reach her hand out. She'll still touch the creature just because she said she was going to.
Yeah, so we have the how to train your dragon with hand out and the nose. Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
So she is going to cast the deafness of blindness deafness on this dragon, and as soon as she feels it take, she will nod to Bloki to blow it a third time.
Okay.
Doot doot.
So in the moments as the horn is played, a few things happen all at once. Instantly, the dragon, the spectral nature of that sort of seems to break apart like an explosion, and all the spectral bits are sort of drifted off towards the water in the moments as that goes, and then you hear, and in your head, Zisa, a slightly older sounding voice of that dragon, and you just hear, "Help me!" And you just get a sense of panic coming over something that is just woken up.
Where are the spectral motes going? Are they trying to go somewhere?
Yeah, they seem to be all sort of making their way over towards the dark pool that seems to be within the water in the moments.
Okay.
The other side of the coin, statue of Luta still there. Nothing seems to have happened.
But Zisa will turn to the others and just say, the voice of the dragon, I heard it in my mind. Older, more intelligent, less bestial, like what we were dealing with. And it was coming from that swirling vortex. It would seem that we might need to go down there.
Yeah, you can see that there is this dark patch in the water below. Maybe 30-ish feet down there, but you can definitely see a darkness in the water that seems to be there. You would have to maybe try and make your way down and through the water, but you definitely see this something.
You also see
darkness
zero enthusiasm on Loki's face.
Can Zisa roll an Arcana check to see maybe what's going on with this portal?
Absolutely. Yeah, fair enough. You can definitely do a bit of that. You'd have to get a bit closer, I think, to get much. But from where you are, you can make an Arcana check if you wish and see what you know for now. But it's not going to get much from the surface.
Okay. Well, Zisa could also opt to get closer as well. Zisa's gonna use her arcane intention again. Oh, actually, this is what I'm supposed to let you know. All right, so she's gonna do that again, and she just got done with blindness, deafness, and she's now going to unprepare that to prepare and cast Alter Self. And she is going to give herself aquatic adaptation. So I have gills now. The weapon between my fingers shows up. Her wings become more like of a manta ray instead of a feathery bird. So I can now breathe water, and I gain a swim speed equal to my walk speed. So she is just going to like nod to everybody and then dive into the water.
Okay, as Zisa is diving into the water, what about everybody else in these moments? Is anyone else going to be doing? Is Zisa off on her own? What's the thought processes of some of the others here in the moment?
The thought process is hell no. There's literally nothing I can do to make myself be able to go in the water like that. So
yeah, same here.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, at the moment, everybody staying put on the surface. I will bring you through so you can see what is going on down here, but you won't be able to do much from the initials from the surface as this is going on.
Yes, I'll send a quick message towards Zisa as she's disappearing, saying none of us can do that.
Zisa will hold off on responding because she wants to look at this portal just to kind of gauge like where it leads to, like or any sort of properties about it. So with now that she's getting closer, not close enough to actually be sucked in, but she's gonna get close enough to roll another Arcana.
Let me bring you onto the map so you can see what's going on. So yeah, as you dive down, Zisa, you get closer to what is going on, and you realize it's not a portal so much as there is a void of blackness surrounded by large stones that seem to be surrounding the space. It's like a black sphere, and you hear that voice, Zisa, again, help me! And it seems to be coming from this space beyond. But yeah, you can make another Arcana check now on that one.
Okay. It was on a 16 and that rolled to a 3.
Okay, fair enough. Best guess, magical darkness of some description is all you're getting from this distance of in the water as this is all sort of initially happening as you're sort of swimming closer.
Okay, so Zisa responds to the message with it's not a vortex or a portal. It seems some sort of blockage of light, perhaps a prison of sorts for this dragon. But it's still calling for help. I think this is the route that we need to take. You'll need to come down.
Yeah. Blackie will pass this message on.
Is the other party going swimming?
I don't know how without dying. Does disguise self help me in any way in this? How does disguise self? Hang on.
You don't instantly die underwater. You can go a few rounds.
I do understand that.
Has anyone got anything that improves improves things for underwater? Sorry, Seb, I can't hear you. I think you're still muted.
Not really, but how deep is this?
Yeah, so this, as Zisa sort of describes it, it's about 30 feet or so down, and in this sort of space, so not dramatic.
I'm sure we could just swim, right? I don't necessarily need to be able to breathe.
No, you definitely can. You can. Obviously, you can run out of air, but it's not an instant thing. You can certainly go some rounds if you are willing to make your way down here.
I'm jumping in.
Okay. So
Swan dive. Let's go.
Sorry, gang. In typical wizard fashion, I was prepared to be in water. Like the entire game, I had this spell ready in case I had to go in the water.
Fair enough. So Baldur swims down, seeing this ring of rocks, the darkness going on. Frida will join. I think easy enough as you swim down. The other two of you are joining as well, or are you waiting on the?
Yeah. Like he ties up his hair and then we'll dive in.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys dive into the water. You're seeing this black sphere of darkness in amongst this strange ring of stones, stuck under the water here. But what happens in the moments? Obviously, you have to act relatively quickly.
I think once everyone's in the water, Zisa's gonna try to dispel magic. She's gonna try to dispel the darkness.
Okay. Yep. Fair enough.
It's 120 feet, easy peasy. So, this is what she does.
No problem. There is no issue with doing this, but so when you do dispel it, you will be able to see trapped within this middle sphere of whatever is going on here. The dragon suddenly has vision and can see you. It's an older version of the creature you met on the surface, but instead of being spectral, this is a solid creature, and it seems to be trying to madly flap its wings, but can't get anywhere as it's bouncing off the edges of something that's going on with these circles and bits here in the moments as it sort of it's sort of pleading towards you all in the moments as this is all sort of going on, and as you guys are sort of looking at it and it's sort of looking at you, I need everybody to make a perception check for me, please.
Mm-hmm.
17. Rounder doing pretty good. Not so
was
much.
on a 19 and then rolled to a 1.
Fair enough. Yes, in the scheme of things, it will be that only Baldur and Rauder are the only ones that do spot the creatures that seem to be they're sort of digging themselves out of the ground around the space at the disturbance of you guys sort of making your way to this sort of space here. But yeah, these creatures are sort of literally digging their way out and seem to be taking notice of food that is getting close here as all of this going on. But yeah, we're going to have to roll some initiative against these guys and see how you're going to do against these.
I unfortunately have to go, so I can't. I have rehearsals, so I'm leaving.
That's
but if
okay.
you want to,
we can hold this.
Her, you can.
Yeah, we can, because then it'll be down to even less numbers. So yeah, we'll hold this until next week, and we will reconvene here. You have a week to think of how you're going to try and free a dragon and deal with whatever these whatever these creatures are. So yeah, no, I've got no problem with that. But yeah, we'll see if we can free the dragon for next time.